Alright, so here we are with the 2021 Aprilia Tuono V4 factory. Clutchless downshift to 3. V4 Symphony. Oh yeah, that looks so good, that engine. Short shift combination. Love it. I love it. Oh man, this bike has been an absolute monster, and yeah, it's so much fun. I mean, there's just amazing gobs amount of torque, and you know, the way it revs. I'm loving a lot about it, especially I would say the suspension. You know, this new Olin semi-active 2.0 system, being able to do the touring and then switching to the sport has been just amazing. So overall, I love the new look of the bike. The bike is just, you know, with the refresh and the updates, it just looks so much better. Definitely needed the update. The lighting components, the new fairing design with the aerodynamics, the colors, of course. I'm definitely preferring this one over, you know, the other you know, colors. I know they're doing a 2022 now in all black, which is okay, but I'm definitely preferring this type of style better. Yeah, so the experience has been amazing so far. Getting ready now, and with that, let's go for a little ride, and I can show you what I enjoy about this bike, especially, is the quick shifter. It's just like butter smooth, this thing. The engine is just phenomenal. Engine's phenomenal. Suspension's phenomenal. Just overall, this thing has just been great. Noise, just a noise. Here we go. Oh yeah. That is good. So when I first got the bike, I actually had a few things just getting used to. Of course, just a quick shifter. Finally putting some miles on this one, and yeah, I mean, it's just like modern bikes now. Definitely kind of grew up in the manual world. Ducati 999. You can see, very smooth, and you don't have to be full throttle on it. You can be, as long as you're on throttle, it shifts up rather smoothly. And just torque, just amazing. So I'm going to try to clutchless downshift. It's just there, and you know, I'm in touring mode, not even sport mode, and this thing is just so fun. And you know, some people ask me, does it go all the way to first? Yes, it does. It does all the way down to first. Clutchless downshift as well. So this is my commute home from LA. And coming in this morning is actually very smooth, just traffic was flowing. I expect, especially leaving like this rush hour, it's going to be much more busier, so filtering will be absolutely needed. Okay, that's us. And there's the Porsche driving center there. The story is that guy's not supposed to be holding a flag, rather a axe. You know, I looked at one of the mods that I'm eyeing up is the double bubble, right, windscreen, and I think Power Bronze makes it like a light tint, something like that, and then effectively being able to give a little bit more protection from the wind. I think that will help out a lot. But I'm really trying to keep this one, you know, stock or not modified, at least on my first, you know, 500-600 service, mile service. And from that perspective, like really trying to enjoy the bike first in this kind of stock fashion, and then deciding later whether that's something that I want to partake in. Like, how deep do I want to go into this modding bug for this one? But you know, bikes is just like super fun to mod, especially being able to do a lot of the work yourself, because you're not needing like massive lifts and so forth. So, but I'm very happy with this purchase. Like, little like discussion now and talking about it, but like it's just unbelievable the level of technology now. Has, of course, all the riding aids, IMU, and having traction control, wheelie control, ABS, obviously, the rider modes, which are super cool. Like, you have, you know, the touring mode, which is really more of a commuting for me, and then there's also sport mode, and hopefully race once I reprogram this thing with an exhaust at some point, so, and take this thing to the track, get to it safely, and just anticipating riding cautiously, obviously. No, nothing stupid. Okay, maybe a little bit, but it's there if you need it, right? So, and we need it. This is what it is. So yeah, I think one of the other things is, like, you know, with the Euro 5, of course, and I think a lot of people mention it, is like this kind of initial throttle opening and the valve, the exhaust valve, and so forth. That's a lot of what I expect to kind of disappear with, you know, slip-on / full system, whatever I decide on, and some tuning. So from that perspective, you just manage it, right? Just manage it. Keep it over, you know, 3-4 grand. Keep it up. RPMs. Seating's very nice on it. Like, I'm just like really enjoying it, even like at speed like this. You can notice there's like more wind, and I'm not sure how much of this is coming across the video, but there's definitely more kind of wind. They say like a 65 to 70 territory. Like, again, this is what I was saying about, you know, being probably like 75, and then like a sport bike, that type of wind, missing that wind protection. But it's definitely more visceral in that sense. So the stuff is not, you know, I was talking about how comfortable it was earlier, but, you know, it turns on definitely at speed, and you know, having the capability, having this kind of ability to go between rider modes and decide how you want to ride this thing. Do you want to ride it smooth? Do you want to ride it fast? You've got it, you know? So here we go. So again, like, I'm in 6th gear, doing it, doing the pull, right? It just has it, no issues, right? It's got all that torque. It's just amazing. And, you know, this definitely not having to wring it out. Right? Just twist of the throttle. We need more, take more. And I love it. I just absolutely love it. Here we are now. Right, so again, just cruising. Slow, fast, doesn't matter. Bike is comfortable. And like with the Owen suspension especially, like driver modes, of course, you feel like the throttle, you can set the engine braking, and you know, effectively a few other things like the steering dampener. But the kind of immediate for me is always the steering kind of setting, and also the suspension. Like I can just sit like on a stoplight and just bounce around, but you know, at speed it definitely, you know, adapts. And you know, if I'm going a little bit harder, then I'll put it into sport mode. But I'll show you, like today, it's like, you know, like touring, absolutely comfortable, absolutely capable, and you know, it just really absorbs what these LA streets are having and highways. And then from a perspective of, you know, the engine, it's just there, right? So so smooth. The exhaust tone, obviously one of the highlights of this vehicle, right? So, downshift, and you know, the symphony. Oh yeah, it's just smooth. This thing is so smooth, powerful, it's pulls. And you know, that's what it's about. Right? You got your nice 300 Boy Racer, your Charger. Anyways, here we go. Here we go. Turn down. Alright. Sixth gear, no downshift. Just effortless. Effortless. Wind though. Wind tonight. Strong. Move flip. Go. So let's talk about other aspects of the bike. I think modding this one, should I continue down this rabbit hole, will be fun. I know there's a lot of support, especially with like Gabro racing and like, you know, air boxes, and like getting this one closer with like 185, 190 horsepower. But honestly, I need to get this thing on the track with some tire warmers on it, and yeah, just try to get a feeling for it, because I'm really enjoying this power, the steering, this kind of user experience. Like, not just the electronics, but like everything mechanical and how like it integrates. It doesn't feel like disconnected or digital. The V4 engine definitely still makes it feel very much analog, right? It's like a lot of people call it like the V8 of motorcycles, and you know, I can agree, it's still very much analog. The experience is not at all like feeling like it's a, you know, electric bike like that. And you know, the kind of rider aids, especially like on the suspension, steering, and all of this, it's actually very much, let's say, helping
like expand the usability of the bike, right? And kind of the prep time to get back to the track, and just being able to turn this on to twisties if needed, and make it a commuter if needed. And like prior to this, I'm definitely wanting to have like, you know, 3-4 bikes in the garage, like having a commuter, having a track bike, having like something more like a sport touring thing, right? And this is just clicking a lot of the boxes. And you know, from that perspective, it's just, yeah, like really enjoying this. And the only thing this can't, for me, check off is like that adventure setup, but you know, we'll talk about that later. Right? So, like, you can see the changes now. Automatic headlight turn on, obviously, and from this perspective, it's nice not having to mess around with it. And daytime running lights and all that. Alright, gotta get over to I-5 exit. That's what it's saying. Still moving now. Okay, let's do this. So if you like the content, definitely thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, guys, good one.